From Rooster Teeth, Burnie Burns, and Blaine Gibson, we take a trip to the Lucasfilm Company Picnic, and much, much more. Now, from the Lucasfilm headquarters, it's the Star Wars Show.
Hello, I'm Peter Townley.
And I'm Andy Gutierrez. Welcome to the Star Wars Show, Episode 8. An episode so secretive, we don't even know what it's about yet.
Actually, the Yoda fountain said what the episode was about.
I never listen to what that guy says anyway. Let's go to the news. If you're like any Star Wars fan on the planet, you're probably anxiously awaiting to hear any tidbit regarding films like Episode 8 or the untitled Han Solo Star Wars story.
Well, if you're attending Star Wars Celebration Europe, you might just be lucky enough to get a glimpse at what the future of the Star Wars galaxy holds during the Future Filmmakers panel.
Heard it here first, folks. The panel, hosted by Lucasfilm Story Group's Pablo Hidalgo, will be an informal chat with Lucasfilm President Kathleen Kennedy, Lucasfilm Senior Vice President of Development Kiri Hart, Episode 8 Director Ryan Johnson, as well as Chris Miller and Phil Lord, directors of the upcoming untitled Han Solo Star Wars story.
The panel takes place Sunday, so if you're lucky enough to attend, do not miss it.
LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens was released yesterday on nearly every console imaginable.
The game features new story modes that take place between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens, a new multi-build system, an exhaustive roster of unlockable characters and ships to play as, and jokes. Lots of jokes, because what would a LEGO game be without some goofs and guffaws and gags, right?
Right. Finally, in Lucasfilm news, the 38th annual Lucasfilm Company Picnic happened last weekend at Skywalker Ranch, and our own Caitlin Marshall managed to sneak a camera inside the secretive base. Watch.
Hey everyone, Caitlin here, and I'm at Skywalker Ranch, where right behind me, friends and family are celebrating the 38th annual Lucasfilm Company Picnic. We got food, we have family, and we have fun. Let's go check it out. Doug, how long have you been coming to the Lucasfilm Company Picnic?
I started coming in '89, so it's been 26 years. It's just one of the events that we always look forward to as a family.
I'm here with Jane Bay, the creator of the Lucasfilm Family Picnic. Jane, how did you come up with this wonderful idea?
We had a picnic up on the lawn in front of the main house, and then we decided to have another picnic, and it became an annual thing.
Pablo, what is the storyline of Episode 8?
Technically, today's a vacation, so I'm not working, so I can't tell you.
Do you know any inside scoop on the new movie? The goat just told us.
Really?
Yeah.
The goat spilled all the
Goat
beans?
spilled the beans.
I wouldn't believe that goat.
What is your favorite part of the Lucasfilm Picnic?
Well, I do enjoy watching the egg toss. If I were to put money on it, I always put it on John Knoll.
Are you aware that people have you as the forerunner for the egg toss winner?
That's very kind of them to express that sentiment. I'm just here to have fun.
John has actually run a computer simulation. He said you want a 46-degree loft to 45-degree loft. It's beautiful up here. There's fun things to do. There's good food. There's ice cream.
They're giving it out for free.
They're giving ice cream out for free? They're giving ice cream out for free. Guys, this has been a lot of fun here at the Lucasfilm Picnic, but I gotta go get myself some ice cream.
I'm here with Burnie Burns and Blaine Gibson from online production company Rooster Teeth. Fellas, thanks so much for being here. Welcome to Lucasfilm.
Yeah. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Been trying to sneak in here for years.
I'm still not sure it's real though.
Yeah.
Blaine's a little he's looking over his shoulder a little bit. He's been through a lot.
There was a pretty significant Star Wars themed prank that you guys pulled on Blaine not too long ago.
Rooster Teeth is about 200 people now, but it's it started as a group of 5 guys working in a spare bedroom. And the first show we made is Red vs. Blue. It's basically a cartoon based on the video game franchise Halo. So we're obviously very hardcore nerds, Blaine, he claimed to be the biggest Star Wars fan in the world. And that is it's so insulting to a group of people. I mean, I grew up watching Star Wars.
It's, I'm a pretty big fan. I wore my R2-D2 socks, so.
So we thought we'd have
clearly.
Clearly
our biggest
fans,
fan,
obviously. So we rented out a theater, and we told Blaine that we had a special screening of Episode 7 a week in advance, and that he had been invited to it because he's a big social media influencer. And we made him tweet about it. We made him make an audition video.
No, the audition video was the thing that really killed me.
Yeah.
Because you used it against him later at the screening.
Showed it to actual people in the theater, and I was just melting in my chair. If you look hard enough at the video, when the opening crawl comes up, you can see little tears in my eyes.
Yeah.
I was so excited.
I grew up with Star Wars. I saw it in the theater over 30 times. Running into somebody later in life who's, the biggest Star Wars fan in the world. It's I don't claim to be the biggest Star Wars fan in the world. I know there's people out there that would embarrass me if I ever said that, but Blaine apparently has no problem saying that.
So Blaine, you claim to be the world's biggest Star Wars fan.
It sounds like Pablo just walked in.
Pablo Hidalgo from the Lucasfilm Story Group.
I was actually really looking forward to meeting you.
Would you consider yourself like a Jedi master of trivia?
Oh yeah, for sure. Let's lay it on me here.
Okay, well let's. There's only one way to pass these trials. So.
Oh my lord.
So here we go. We got the Jedi Masters quiz book, 425 cosmic questions and answers about Star Wars and The Empire Strikes Back, written by Rusty Miller, 11-year-old Star Wars prodigy back in 1982. What defensive equipments did the Probot have?
Oh.
It's only a 7-minute show.
I'm going to have to say has some sort of a blaster of some sort.
For defense?
According to the Jedi Masters quiz book, it could generate a protective force field, parentheses, novel. So I'm sorry, I can't give you that one. I'm going to jump one here. What creature did Ben fend off from Luke in the cantina?
I can't even remember his name.
He looks like
a spider, kind of.
Yeah.
I think Walrus Man.
Walrus Man.
I'm going to
Man.
take
Which is
the
what it said
title.
on the Kenner toy.
I have to say that I'm upset that this is our first encounter. I'm coming in and basically just
I'm enjoying the hell
punching
out of
me,
it.
and I was like, oh, it's Pablo. Oh, it's Pablo.
Don't worry about it. I won't remember this at all.
Okay.
He has more important things to
Pablo,
remember.
thanks so much for coming.
No, it's a good sport.
Yeah,
Good sport. Come
thanks
on, give a big hand for
goodbye.
Blaine being a good sport.
Oh, I can hear the YouTube commenters already.
No, yeah, you've lost your title for good.
All right, I got to get out of here.
Thanks, Pablo.
Thanks, Pablo.
So, Burnie, did Star Wars influence Red versus Blue in any way?
I think the title was one of the Dark Forces titles, but yeah, it was one where you would be, or maybe it was one Jedi Academy, but you would be going through an Empire installation, and there would be a stormtrooper station. You'd fight them in the video game, or if you didn't fight them right away, if you just stood there around the corner and you waited, they would suddenly like have these inane conversations of two guys that are just standing there next to each other, like a Clerks almost style conversation. And I just always loved those, and I would like stand still and try to listen to as many of them as I could. It was a little Easter egg in the game, and so for Red versus Blue, the characters standing around just talking about nothing is like, it was a big inspiration for that.
Blaine, Burnie, thanks so much for being on the show. You can check out all the great content at roosterteeth.com or their YouTube channel, and stick around, more Star Wars show up next.
If we want more people to see it, we could use a broom and force it in their feed. That's not how Vine works.
Woo, what an episode.
I think this is the longest episode.
Oh, hold on. I think she wants to talk about action figures. Okay, yeah, I'll talk about it. I don't know if you've noticed it, but we have changed the decorations on our set every week. But there are simply some characters like Kitster that don't have action figures that we can put on the shelves.
So we want to know what characters, Kitster, from the Star Wars galaxy that don't have action figures yet that you'd like to see in the future.
Let us know using the hashtag Star Wars Show Toys, and we'll feature our favorites like Kitster here next week.
Kitster! And as always, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel on YouTube, subscribe to our Vine channel, which we are also posting full episodes on.
Because we unlocked the black magic of the internet and can make Vines longer than 6 seconds.
And please like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Google+.
And for more Star Wars happenings from around the galaxy, check out StarWars.com or download the Star Wars app.
Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.
New characters from Rogue One are revealed. The crew behind LEGO Star Wars The Freemaker Adventures, and much, much more. Now, from the Lucasfilm headquarters, it's the Star Wars Show.
Hello,